Right, welcome as always to IG Sport. And first up, I think we better have a quick review of the Premier League season. Newcastle, of course, having torrid Tynes up there on Tyneside. Their total season points started off at 48.5 to 50 and are now down to 41 to 42.5. And going to Everton this weekend may indeed be a tough ask to try and raise that particular price. Elsewhere, Spurs, of course, another team that have had a disastrous start to the season and rock bottom at the foot of the Premiership. Their total season points are now at 50.5 to 52, and they started off at 59 to 60.5. Now Spurs will be hosting Hull City, who have been the biggest winners so far this season. Their season points started off at 26.5 to 28, and now they're up as high as 35.5 to 37. They can't survive, surely. This weekend sees the rather aptly named Super League Grand Final. Now, if you're not familiar with rugby league, I do urge you to watch what is always a rather rambunctious affair. Now, it is a repeat of last year's final between Leeds and St Helens. Leeds won that particular game very easily. However, it's St Helens who are the form horses. They're on the back of a 20-game unbeaten streak, and they beat Leeds in the semi-finals of the Challenge Cup 38-10. And predictably, they're 6-9 on the point supremacy market here at IG Sport. Elsewhere, total points for the game at 36.39, which some of you might think that's a little low and maybe worth a buy, but I will just point you towards the fact that these are usually quite tight affairs, and for buyers in the last 8 years, you would have only made money on 2 occasions. Right, if you're a cricket fan, they don't come much bigger than the start of a 4-test series next week between India and Australia, in India, of course. Now, Sachin Tendulkar will be one of the main stories, I'm sure, as he only needs 76 more runs to beat Brian Lara's world test runs record. Elsewhere, on the spinning front, and we know it'll turn out in India, of course, it's a bit of a mismatch with Harbhajan Singh and Anil Kumble taking on 2, quite frankly, unknown Australian spinners. Elsewhere on the batting front is a bit of a story of the golden oldies, the likes of Ponting, Hayden, Hussey taking on the Sehwags, the aforementioned Tendulkar, Dravid and Laxmans of this world, all well north of 30. Now, betting on this 4-test series, it's back to our old friend, the 25-10s. Remember, that's 25 points for winning a test and 10 points for a draw, tie, or indeed an abandonment. Currently, India trading at 44.47 and Australia just a pip higher at 45.48. Right, that's quite enough from me for this week, and it just remains to be said, good luck for this weekend's endeavour. We've of course got racing's Cambridgeshire from Newmarket with the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe from Longchamp, and golfing terms we've got the Alfred Dunhill Championships up in Scotland and the usual sporting contravenes across the globe. Best of.